Welcome to all my viewers, and today I am back with the topic inhibitory gene action. In inhibitory gene action, there is interaction of two different dominant genes. It is a type of gene interaction and it is a type of non-allelic gene interaction. What is non-allelic gene interaction? As we have studied in our previous lecture, that gene interaction may be of two types: intra-allelic interaction and inter-allelic interaction. In intra-allelic interaction, two different alleles of the same gene interact. However, in interallelic interaction or non-allelic interaction, two different alleles of two different genes interact and produces a different type of phenotype, or you can say different type of Mendelian ratio gets modified. So inhibitory gene action is again a non-allelic type of gene interaction because there are two different genes which are taking part. So in this type of interaction, two different genes which are present on different loci are interacting, and in this type of interaction, one dominant gene produces the concerned phenotype or the character, while its recessive allele produces the contrasting phenotype. And the second dominant gene has no effect of its own on the character, but it stops the expression of the dominant allele of the first gene. For example, let us assume there are two genes A and I. A is able to produce its concerned phenotype, whatever it may be, but in the presence of I, A is not able to produce its phenotype or the concerned character. Because I is inhibitory gene, it stops the expression of first gene, that is A gene. So A and I, two dominant genes, are interacting and produces a different type of modified ratio. So again, this is same thing here. One dominant gene is capable of producing a phenotype only if its expression is not prevented by another dominant gene. So again, if A is present alone, it is able to express itself, but if A is present along with I, it is not able to produce its phenotypic effect. The gene that stops the expression of another gene is called inhibitory gene. The second gene which is stopping the expression of first gene is called inhibitory gene, and it is denoted by capital I. And this is the dihybrid Mendelian ratio modifies into 13:3. The typical dihybrid Mendelian ratio is 9:3:3:1, and it gets modified into 13:3. Now we will see with an example how inhibitory gene action takes place, and the best example to explain this is development of aileron color in maize. See this slide. These are two parents, capital R, capital I, small r, small I. Capital R, capital I, two genes are present in dominant form. R is able to produce red color, but in the presence of capital I, it is not able to produce its phenotypic expression. That's why the color of aileron layer will be white. So parent is white. In this case, again, R is not present in dominant form. I is also is in recessive form, but color is white because pigment producing gene is not present here. However, inhibitory gene is absent, but color producing gene is also absent. That's why this parent is also white. So these are two breeding white aileron layer containing parents: RRII, white aileron, small r, small r, small I, this is also white aileron. Now these are gametes. capital R, capital I, small r, small I. When they fuse together, they form this F1 hybrid. This F1 hybrid will also be white because R is able to produce red color, but this capital I, which is an inhibitory gene, it stops the expression of R. That's why R is not able to express. That's why in the presence of I, R is not expressing. That's why all the F1 hybrid will be white. Now selfing is done. After selfing, 4 different types of gametes are formed. These are male gametes and these are female gametes, and total 16 types of embryos are formed. Now we will see what will be the result. Capital R, capital I. Out of 9 combination, capital R and capital I are present. I have mentioned 1, 2, 3. These are the boxes. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh, ninth, 10th, 13th. In these boxes, capital R is present with capital I. R is present, but it is along with capital I, and I is inhibitory gene. It inhibits the expression of R, which is red producing gene, red color producing gene. But due to the presence of I, this R is not expressing. So all these 9 embryos will be of white color. Now in the next part, we will see that when capital R is present with small I, here I is not present in dominant form, and for a gene to inhibit the expression of first gene, it must be in dominant form. It is in recessive form. That's why R is able to express fully, and that's why these 3 combinations are red. These 3 embryos are of red color. These are 6th, 8th and 14th. Only these 3 different types of embryos are red because I is not present in dominant form. Again we will see when small r is present but capital I is present. Again here inhibitory gene is present but color producing gene is absent. That's why color will be white. Color will be of white. That will be condition in 11, 12 and 15. So there are 3 possibilities where R, small r is present with along capital I. So in these 3 boxes color will be white, and in the last chamber R is also in recessive form, I is also in recessive form, no color producing gene is present, no inhibitory gene is present, so it will also be of white color. When we put all these together, we will see that there will be 13 embryos which will have aileron layer white and only 3 embryos which will have red color. So the typical dihybrid ratio, which is 9:3:3:1, get modified into 13:3. This is the inhibitory gene action. Due to the presence of inhibitory gene, 13 the ratio becomes modified into 13:3. So this is inhibitory gene action. One thing which I want to mention here, that there is a big difference between inhibitory gene and epistatic gene. In epistatic gene, there are 2 genes and one gene masks the expression of another gene. In masking effect, both genes express themselves fully, but one expression of one gene is so strong that it checks the expression of another gene. इसका मतलब 2 जीन हैं, दोनों अपने आप को फुल्ली एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं, लेकिन एक का इफेक्ट इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग है कि वो दूसरे के इफ़ेक्ट को मास्क कर ले रहा है, छुपा ले रहा है, जिसकी वजह से हमें केवल एक ही का इफ़ेक्ट दिखाई दे रहा है, बट बोथ आर एक्सप्रेसिंग fully. That's why this is called epistatic gene. However, in inhibitory gene, two genes are present and one gene does not let the another gene to express. यानी यहाँ भी दो जीन प्रेजेंट हैं, लेकिन यहाँ इनहिबिटरी जीन दूसरे जीन को एक्सप्रेस होने ही नहीं दे रहा है. तो दिस इज द बिग डिफरेंस बिटवीन epistatic gene and inhibitory gene, and that's why ratio is also different. Thank you very much. If you like my video, hit the like button, comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you.